With the new year, I'm just thinking through what I want to make, what I'm currently making, and how that is even playing into the new ideas that I have, because I always like to know that my wardrobe and the things that I'm making are going together, and they're going to be things that are going to last a long time and something that I look forward to wearing. And so I want to share some ideas and kind of things that I have planned to make this year. I've created a free sewing planner, and you can find that download below. It came out with my newsletter from this month, and I just wanted to make sure that you got it. Every month I send out a free download or a free pattern that goes along with a tutorial, just depending on the month. So make sure you're signed up for that, because there will be one for the next month as well. Overall, my sewing goal is to just think of quality more than quantity. I'm not looking to make just everything that I can. I have been enjoying kind of diving deeper into each project and adding more details like smocking, or just seeing how I can make them just a little bit more special. And so with that, it just takes more time and planning. I really want to focus on the slow and steady pace of what sewing really is. That's what my channel and our brand is all about. I just see that in the end, I'm always so much more satisfied when I've taken my time, when I've planned out my project and kind of thought about it for a long time, so that when I get to it and get to the sewing process, it's so much more enjoyable. And then for years on, I can enjoy the fruits of my labor. First on my list is the Billy jacket, and I'm actually wearing the Billy jacket right now. But I'm going to be making this out of this fabric from Blackbird Fabrics. I have been holding on to this fabric for a while. This has just been kind of going to the bottom of my to make list, but it's the cropped version of the Billy jacket. I couldn't decide between the cropped and the regular length, but I really like wearing cropped length things. So it is like this deep green linen twill, and it's really soft. I actually thought it was gonna have a little bit more structure to it and kind of be that like army green look when I ordered it. When you order fabric online, there's always a little bit of just difference between the color, but I actually really love it in person. It has a really nice drape to it. I think it's gonna be a great piece to wear into the spring and the summer. I mean, it's a pretty all-around season jacket, so I'm excited to make this. I need to find some buttons to pair with it for the button part of the jacket, but I'm really excited to see this come to life because I've had this fabric for a long time. Next, I'm going to be expanding the Rhodes pattern into additional sizes. Right now, I believe it only goes to size 2 to 3 years, and I am excited to continue to grow this pattern and make it bigger. So I'm going to be making some of these for my daughter, kind of testing them out and making sure they're correct, and I'm excited to make them because they're a great little play piece, something to throw on over a t-shirt or anything like that for any season. You can throw it on a sweater because it's a little bit oversized. So the Rhodes overalls will be having an update this year. So if you've already had the Rhodes overalls, you'll get the updated pattern to grow with your child, and so be looking out for that. I'll obviously post about it when it's ready, but I'm going to be making that for my daughter, and I love making them in denim, so I think I'm going to go the denim route for the Rhodes overalls as well. So I'm still looking for the denim that I want to use, but I like making it with that contrasted thread, so I'm excited to see how these turn out. Something I have been working on for a while, let me grab it. Okay, so I've been making this Ola blouse, top, whatever you want to call it. Oh, you can probably barely see this, but I've been working on the Ola top, and I made this in a white eyelet cotton in the fall, and I wore it so much. And I'm excited to have this darker plaid version, and it has this kind of more masculinity to the plaid, but in a top that is smocked with some embroidery on top. I think it's this perfect pairing of masculine and femininity, and then pairing it with jeans. it just feels like something I will wear all the time. So I've been working on it, but kind of run into some snags because I'm not only taking the Ola top and just making it as it is, that would kind of be done already, but I'm adding smocking around the collar area. So I've kind of been troubleshooting a little bit of it because usually when I've smocked something in the past, it's always something for a child and there's way less fabric involved with that. So I've just run into a few little things with smocking it, but I finally got it to a place where I think I'm ready to add the embroidery, and I'm really excited to see how it turns out. So all of these projects I will be sharing on Instagram when they're finished. Maybe I'll do a little compilation video here on YouTube as well. I've just really enjoyed connecting with you through YouTube and Instagram and just this sewing community we have. So throughout all of this, I want to hear what you're making. I want to hear your plans for the year, what you desire to grow in sewing, what you want to make, because that's what makes this what it is. I mean, you're the reason this community is what it is. So I've learned so much from you and I'm excited to just keep growing this year. This next project is one that feels a little outside of my comfort zone, but I'm excited about it because I have had this fabric for 2 years, but it's a little bold for me, but it is a hand-stitched fabric by The Yard. I got this on a trip to Salt Lake City. There's a wonderful fabric shop a little south, I think, of Salt Lake City, but I found this fabric and I was floored that you could even buy fabric like this. And since I've seen some on Etsy, so I'll have some links below for you if you want some fabric like this, but it's reversible. So what I'm planning on doing, I've had it for almost 2 years because I don't want to waste it, you know? It's just a really special fabric and it could be a blanket, but since it's already a fabric, I think I'm going to turn it into the Billy jacket, but I'm going to try to modify it into a vest. So something I can actually wear over the Ola top, not the plaid one, a different one. I'm really excited about this. I'm excited to try something new with the Billy jacket and excited that it's gonna be reversible. I'm gonna do some bias tape to kind of enclose the seams, and I think I'm going to do a little tie front detail. So that is a big project and I'm excited about it. I'm a little nervous, but I think it's about time that I make something with this really special fabric. Okay, and something I'm also working on currently is a knitted vest. I guess it's like a tank top. And this is the Monet Tank from Wool and the Gang. I actually bought this in 2021, I think. And I got to knitting and it just became a little bit too complicated for me because I don't knit often. And so I put the project down, and thankfully Wool and the Gang came out with a video that was walking you through the process, and that has been so crucial to where I am. So I'm actually halfway done with the back panels, so that means I'm about halfway done. This is the front, if you can envision it. I've made some mistakes that I need to go back and troubleshoot, but I'm really excited about this. Also envisioning wearing this over the Ola top and some dresses, and I just think it's a great versatile piece. The yarn is amazing, and I got the pattern and the yarn as a kit on Wool and the Gang, and I love it. It's so great so far. And finally, my last project that I have kind of in the works for the next couple of months is my daughter's birthday dress. If you've been following along for any amount of time, you may have seen that when an event comes around or it's my daughter's birthday, it just feels right to make a dress for that special moment. I've made her a smock dress for her first birthday and her second birthday, so I might as well keep the tradition alive and keep going with that. I'm really excited to kind of spend some time making that. It's always a special memory for me to look back on the years of her life, our time together, and just the growth throughout the years. And I think a dress is a special way to kind of commemorate everything. So these are all my sewing projects for the first quarter of 2023. really excited to start and finish a lot of these projects. You can kind of keep up with us on Instagram, and I'll be sharing everything. And I really want to see what you're making, because I just feel like this is our virtual sewing club. So let's continue making this year and creating the things that bring us joy and kind of be filled up in the process.